Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel. We're back with Black Sails, and everyone's divided. Everyone's gone off on their own ways. People are split. There's division within divisions. Everything's going bad for everyone, it seems like right now. Especially Billy. God damn you, Billy. Flint and Maddie, I believe, have gone off on their own way. Thankfully, it looked like she had his back at the end of that last episode, but I still don't trust her. She trying to poison the well between John and Flint, and I hope that doesn't go down a path that I don't want it to, but I don't know. But they've gone off their own way. Billy seemingly looked like he was going to go join the others to fight off the guard who came to the plantation. We'll see what happens there. He's either captured or potentially maybe dead. Who knows? Max messed up as well by trying to capture John Silva rather than listen to his offer of how we can resolve all this, and was like, nah, I'm just getting rid of you. And then she didn't expect Redbeard hands to take out all her guard, and then she ran off. That does leave us in an interesting place where John Silva is sort of free. He's got a new friend. He just needs to meet up with someone. Hopefully Flint. Meanwhile, Blackbeard, Jack and Ann, they're chasing the governor who has left the island to try and purposely draw them away. But if they can capture him, maybe they can use that to their advantage, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Meanwhile, Eleanor's preparing to leave to go get her family involved in this whole thing, although I'm a bit like, are they really going to get involved? Are they really going to risk more of their reputation for this island of pirates? So we'll see where that goes as well. But you would think, if Flint and everyone else can find out that the governor has gone, Eleanor is gone, they're only dealing with that dickhead guy who's in charge of the military and Max effectively right now, that maybe Flint, John, Billy, even if he survives, can use that to their advantage to take back the island. We'll see. This is their biggest opening with both of those people gone to try and take charge of things on the island for when they come back. So we'll see. But before we jump in, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy this reaction and the review that happens afterwards. It helps me know you liked it, helps the video get seen by more people, all that good stuff. Also, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. That means gameplay, reviews, reactions, just anything I decide to throw up basically, and you won't miss any of it, and I will be very much appreciative of that. There is also a Discord server. There's a link to that down below if you want to join in the community there and just talk about movies, films, and all that good stuff. It's there if you're interested in that. But other than that, let's jump into this episode of Black Sails. Oh, we're going to try and make me feel bad for this guy now, after his ear-cutting shenanigans and general meanness.
You've given me good men to lead. I'll do my best by them.
There isn't a good man among them. Not anymore. Good men are not what the moment requires.
Are they hoping that Blackbeard's going to catch them? Is that what they're doing here? Alright, Governor's up to some sort of shady plan he's got brewing. I feel like he's wanting Blackbeard maybe to catch up to him and do something with that.
I would hope that your spy also informed you that 4 of my 6 men attempted to arrest him and died in the effort.
If you are loyal to the governor, why attempt to arrest a man as dangerous as he rather than simply eliminating him?
Everyone trying to play their own game here, and it's going to blow up in someone's face.
Last night, there were also pirates who fought alongside us, against terrible odds and at great cost. Billy and his men are our enemies now, but these men are not. And as long as that is true, our alliance with them holds.
Yes. Thank you. Whew. This is going the direction I hoped it would.
You did not have to side with me. It was costly for you to do so.
Well, it would have cost far more for me not to have done so.
Yeah, damn fucking right. Hopefully this gets her on his side a little bit more, because I'm not here for dividing John and Flint.
Ever captained a ship of this size before?
God, no.
Have you captained a ship this size before?
Sure.
There we go. Oh, Jack.
A posse just departed for the wrecks.
Under instructions from Captain Berenger to locate and arrest Long John Silva.
This is either a great thing, or it's gonna not be helpful. Hopefully it's a great thing. Please be a great thing.
Murdered a family of 3 on the Underhill estate in cold blood last night, including an 8-year-old girl.
Didn't think they killed them. The husband might have died, but did Billy kill the family? Or did his men kill the family in order to create more unrest? Which seems like a bad move.
Give me the names.
Such that I might
Give me the
continue to
names.
serve his regime
Give
in the
me
future
the
as I have
names.
served it
Give me the
every day
names.
until
Give
now.
me the names!
This is like a playground fight right now.
What is going on here?
Saved by the goddamn bell, Max. Jesus.
You want to play teach? Who's to play the rest?
Or do you believe we two could do it alone?
Hey, you took out a lot of guys last night. I feel like you are more or less a one-man army. But looks like you gotta run anyway. Jesus, they got away quick. Oh my god. The best possible result that could have happened. Jesus. I borderline can't believe that just happened. Jack, I think you're going to be in charge of this ship come the end of this. Like, that's where this is going. I'm being very much a pessimist here. I don't think this is going to go well for Blackbeard. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Come on, one of them is dying in this. There's no way they both get out of this. Yep. It's about as I expected it. Oh, Jack. I don't know if that was the right call. This couldn't have gone any worse. I guess, though, whilst Blackbeard's alive, he's more useful that way to everyone. And Anne as well. He probably did it more so to save Anne's life than anything.
Last time the law got its hands on a pirate of that stature, it yielded the following: anger, hostility, resentment.
At least Max gets it. I don't always get along with Max on this show, but at least she's seeing what's actually happening.
Look, Billy's not stupid. He has control of the Underhill estate, control of the army that calls it home.
Billy fucking swept up over there, apparently. Jesus. It's a happy reunion. It's about time we had some sort of happy reunion. Jesus. It's so rare people are happy to see each other in this show. Take what we can get. Just work together, everyone, please. Please.
Execution of the pirate.
Everyone in Nassau knows what Long John Silva's return means. What's expected of them when he does return. All that remains to do is for him to return.
Yep. We gotta roll the dice.
You intend to lure Silva in. Force him to appear in the square to save his men so that you might defeat him in full view of all of Nassau. Demonstrate your fearsomeness to them.
It's gonna backfire. It's gonna fucking backfire, dude.
I will show them what the consequences are for threatening that which I hold most dear. I will leave no doubt about it.
Alright, he's going full crazy. Ugh. Oh. Fucking scrapes him along the bottom of the boat.
Again.
Oh my god. This is like psychotic what he's doing now. Oh my god. Oh. That's fucking just disturbing.
Him next.
Oh my god, he's alive! Jesus, Blackbeard.
Again!
Lots of backfired plans going on today, huh? Like, he's trying to make an example, and it's doing the exact opposite of what he's trying to do. It's just inspiring more hope in them. More resistance, I should probably say. Oh, that's... Ugh. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Oh. Yeah, this is well and truly backfired, doesn't it? Like, every time you do that and he comes up breathing again, not only is it making more resistance in his crew, but your own fucking men as well. Ugh. He fucking made a point in his death, though. Just like Vane made a fucking point. Fuck me.
Secure the rest of them.
As sad as I am about that,
Set a course for Nassau.
I'm so happy that fucking... he made it backfire. He held on. He held on long enough to make it backfire. Fuck.
And tell him to gather 6 men he trusts to escort it and us up there.
Yeah.
And tell him to get Max.
Why do we need an escort to the fort?
Quickly, please, we don't have much time.
Ellen knows what's about to happen. She knows what's about to happen. And here it comes.
Present!
Oh, signal, the signal. Oh, baby. Here we go. Oh my god, John's doing this with a crutch. He's going in with a crutch. Fuck me. Oh, fucking Billy shows up. What the fuck? Oh, this could go bad, or I don't know what's gonna happen now. Jesus. Oh. There we go. That guy's rule was very short. Ugh. Ugh, that's visceral. Ugh. Like, don't pull out the, oh, it's wife and child shit now. Like, come on. Don't do this to me, show. Fuck's sake. Oh. That was a lot to take in. That whole episode, Jesus. Alright, well, we got a lot in there. Where do I start? Jesus. Okay, let's go with Blackbeard. So, the Blackbeard thing. Although I am... As you know, it's like Vane all over again, but it's so weird with Blackbeard since it feels like he only just got here. He made such a big impact, and now he's gone. And he's the way that he went out evoked the same thing as Vane, in that the fact that he just refused to die over this this obscene way of trying to kill him. And he just kept like, I'm not dying. You're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try a lot harder if you want to kill me, sort of thing. And it just kept building up the resentment and the resistance in everyone. And it even looked like it was starting to affect the governor's own crew. Like, it was like, Jesus, like, where does this end, kind of thing. But my main takeaway from that is hopefully Jack, because it seemed like he was still like, I want my legacy to live on. That seems to be his thing. I want my legacy to keep going. If my legacy ends here alongside Blackbeard taking down this governor and all that, like I can live with that. Like, and Anne's there on his shoulder saying, look, we do this, we can walk away, we can have a life together, we can, we can be normal for all intensive purposes and not have to live in blood for the rest of our lives. And he's like in that middle gap, and hopefully this whole thing between Vane, between Blackbeard, he's taken something from that. Hopefully, one, he has learnt that the cause of all for this, which I think he does genuinely believe in, but hopefully this really goes into his head that we are fighting for this cause. It's not purely for what my legacy is after the fact. It is also like, we will make this work, and we don't have to live in fear of a crazy man dragging us underneath a boat to make a point. Like, hopefully that is in his head now, and hopefully he will. I'm just, if anything, by the end of this, I hope Anne and Jack walk away from all this. That's one thing I hope does happen by the end of the show. Max, I mean, of course, over the course of this show, I have not always agreed with Max's methods and the way that she's gone about doing stuff. But here, like, she seems to understand what is going on in Nassau better than anyone. Better than Eleanor, better than the guy who got killed here at the end. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who took military control. And even better than the governor at this point. Like, she seems to have a better understanding of what is going wrong with their methods, and they're just all refusing to see it. So I don't think I've agreed more with Max in this show, other than this point where you're going, what you're doing is not helping your cause, it's just pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's going to backfire. Which it did. Eleanor had a moment of, like, she actually used her brain for a moment. She realised that, much like Max, that this is only going to worsen things, and there is something coming. And lo and behold, it came in the form of John Silva upon a horse and his crew. But yeah, it was, I don't know, I'm conflicted because at the moment Eleanor is so firmly not in my good books, but she made a smart call, or attempted to try and do a smart thing, and she realized too late that she was the one being used in this whole situation. But again, that's, with the governor off at sea, the other guy dead, Eleanor is the only person of sort of representing England's law on the island still here. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out. Another attempt to get into that fort, it seems like. The other thing I'm most grateful for here is that, obviously, last episode it felt most people were very divided, and in the first episode as well, it sort of was showing that a lot of people were not entrusting of Flint. They want him out of the picture. Billy obviously went the full hostile route with that. And, it felt like this building thing of there going to be a division. Here, thankfully, everyone seemed to come together. Not sure about Billy still, but at least, John and Flint are like, hey, we can do this together if we stick together, sort of thing. So thankfully they've still got that. Maddie or Mardy, I'm not sure how they're pronouncing her name. She seems to be on board with Flint as well, which is good, because obviously she brings all her people with her, and that's the continued alliance is still holding strong, thankfully. I have this very pessimistic, sinking feeling that there is going to be a downfall somewhere in this John Silva Flint partnership. It's definitely coming, right? I'm not just imagining this. But right here, right now, I'm just very appreciative that they came together. They seem to have taken Nassau. That seems to be the final point here. The show tried to play with my emotions by sort of having the guy with his locket with his child and wife and that whole thing, and they showed it again at his death, and I get it. We're showing that there is no goodness here anymore. Like the more or less everyone here is firmly grey. The show is trying to show the grey scale of what's going on here. That there are, even if there's a bad person, maybe innocent people will be affected by their death, and all of that stuff. It just felt like you should feel sorry for him. I was like, come on now. pulling at my heartstrings like this. Don't be doing this. This guy was crazy. He was cutting people's ears off, and his methods were like the most blatantly wrong methods of anyone. So I suppose going into next episode, we're going to be seeing if Billy and Flint can reconcile after, you know, Billy tried to kill him. If where John's going to fall on that scale, like, is that going to be the beginning of the division between the two of them? You know, obviously Eleanor going to be presumably held up in the fort with a bunch of other people. We'll see where that goes. The governor is coming back with Jack and co still in prison, so maybe they'll use that as leverage when they come back. Who knows? There's a lot of options for what's going to happen next episode. Obviously it felt like the governor failed. Like, it started off like, oh, he's done it, he's won this battle, but then it sort of spun back round and it's like, maybe he didn't actually win. Maybe he just made things worse for himself. So that's interesting. I did like directionally, there was some interesting shots with as Blackbeard is being like sort of scraped underneath the bottom of the boat. You have the governor sort of walking along the top and like following the sound. It was an interesting sort of visualization of that, and like the governor trying to show that he is the one in control of this situation, because, you know, he's able to walk along the deck, but every time Blackbeard comes back up, it just kept showing that nope, Blackbeard is still in control of this situation, and he knew it. He knew it when that bag went over his head because of that smile. Like, he knew, like, it was all very interesting, like performance points and directional points into showing how the guy who thinks he's in charge is really not in charge. It was, yeah, good stuff there. No, overall, it is a really, really good episode. Obviously sad about Blackbeard, but at least he went out like a fucking boss. The dream team back together, Flint and John. Hopefully it lasts. Long may it continue, although I have my pessimistic doubts. Hopefully Billy will not be so anti-Flint, or, you know, all of that. Like, maybe that will get reconciled, but again, I have my doubts. This is the thing, this episode had so much good stuff in it, in terms of the people that I want to root for moving forward in a direction that is good for them. Except I know that this is episode 3. I know there is still some tensions going on, and, you know, it's in there. I can't shake it. I know that bad things are going to happen to people that I like, and yeah, I feel like that horizon is coming, and, you know, especially as we close in on the final episodes. It does suck that we're not going to get more Blackbeard and Flint interactions, because I love that stuff in the previous season, but it felt so fleeting. I would have loved to have seen more, but, you know, in order to tell the story that they're telling, that's what had to happen, I guess. So we'll just see what happens from here, I suppose. We'll just have to keep on the journey, and hopefully it doesn't, you know, just tear me apart too much as we go. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me know you liked it. It helps it get seen by more people, all that good stuff. Also, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one.